everyone. We've been invited to a Pride Potluck picnic this weekend. Isn't this awesome? Are we going? Do you guys want to go? This is what this invite says. All are welcome. Food provided and includes vegan options. Yay, that's awesome because I'm vegan. And it also says doll family friendly event with fun games and activities. Oh, we're definitely going. Let's get ready, everyone. Go find our human. Hi, everyone. It's Joe, the human. I'm here. Welcome to my channel, AGTV for Life. I'm happy you're here. Welcome or welcome back, whichever one applies to you. You are watching me drive through my town. You're watching this footage 4 times faster than it normally is. We are headed out on an exciting adventure. You already heard the dolls were invited to a Pride picnic and they wanted to go. So that's what we're doing. But before we do that, let me show you this great view of New York City here in the distance. How cool is that? That's one of the benefits of living in New York, not living in Manhattan, slightly outside of Manhattan, and being able to see the skyline. So let's get back on track and head over to the picnic area. Here we are at the train station because there's a really awesome park here right on the waterfront of the Hudson River. And it's early in the morning. Right now it's about 7 a.m. And you could see we've got commuters out heading into New York City today or wherever they're going. And I am headed to the end of the parking lot. And when I get back here, I'm going to figure out where best to set up the picnic. So let's see. We've got people out already. So I'm sure I'm going to have some visitors. I usually get a decent amount of visitors when I bring my dolls out. Sometimes I pick up YouTube subscribers or Instagram followers. So that's pretty cool. And here is my car packed to the max. Look at this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I packed all this in my car this morning. So let's go scope out a place for our picnic. I think this is the perfect place. I love having the rock here because then I could put my stuff on the rock. This is definitely where we're going. The first thing I did is I lugged everything out of the car and just put it on the rock. And as I said, I started at 7 a.m. and for 2 hours I set everything up and I took the video footage and I made it back just in time to do my job today. And here you are seeing some of the progress with my setup. It's not completely set up yet. It's just a few things out and some of the dolls. One of the things I didn't do beforehand was to dress the dolls, so I had to do that while I was here. I just didn't have time. You know how that goes, right? Doesn't matter, at least I got it done. Here's the little sign to the Pride Potluck picnic. Now everything is set up and the dolls are positioned where they need to be. And you can just take in everything. I am not even going to attempt to tell you the origin of everything. I just want you to enjoy the Pride picnic and my dolls and the scenery. Thank God it didn't rain. That's the only thing I could say. It was quite windy and I did have some bloopers, but I didn't record those. My dolls fell down, stuff fell off the tables. Ugh, yeah, that was a little bit of a problem, but it's okay. It got done, and I'm so happy with how everything turned out. I can't even believe I lugged that damn Volkswagen van out of the house, into the car, out of the car, and here to the picnic area. I really can't. I wanted to take a lot more pictures of my dolls interacting and doing things, but that just wasn't possible today. Maybe another day I'll take that van out and do something with my dolls. I'm thinking about camping, but I would need to do it on a weekend or when I'm off from work so that I don't feel as rushed and I can really enjoy myself doing it. And look, Grandma's right there in her wheelchair. She was at a protest recently, or two of them, and she's still wearing the same clothes. And Melody was at a protest recently. And look at this guy. He's wearing a custom made shirt I made for him, and I'm zooming in to show you the little decal I put on his shirt. It says Love Wins. And I also have that same exact decal on his sneakers. Check out his sneakers. It has the same decal. I was really happy with how they came out. And obviously all the bracelets the dolls are wearing, I made them. And you could see the wind with the flag blowing in the background. How windy it was down at the waterfront. Oh, there's a blooper. There's a doll on the ground in the background. Let's head over to Joss's Volkswagen bus and look at this. We have a guide to pride flags to educate everyone. Julie is definitely dressed for the occasion, and she's just hanging out in there. And then we have Ivy on the outside. And here's a look at Ivy. She's wearing a My Life As outfit from Walmart that I literally unpackaged it and used it for the first time today. I really liked this scene with Ivy and Julie. And now here we are on one of the blankets. This is Julie's crocheted blanket. And we have, who is that? Lindsay. And who is she with? Oh my goodness. Please drop a comment below and remind me. And they have some boom boxes, a record player. I don't think I've ever taken a record player to a picnic, but I don't know. I think it was meant to be inside the Volkswagen bus and not out on the picnic blanket, but that's okay. Remember, this is dolls and it's all pretend, so it doesn't really matter. And look at Lindsay. She's so pretty. They are having a good time catching up and listening to music. Oh boy, and here's the babysitter with all the little kids so the parents can enjoy themselves. And we even have some adult beverages, so I know the parents are enjoying themselves. And the babysitter seems to be having a good time with these little ones. And they all have toys or juice boxes and things that they're playing with. Don't they look so freaking adorable? Here's this girl, and she is at the treat table, and I make those Krispy Kreme donuts. I sell the Krispy Kreme donuts in my Etsy shop. Look at that. Oh, I love them. I think they look so good. And since there's a birthday cake here, we're going to give a shout out to Christy at AG Takes Over, since Saturday, June 28th is her birthday. And I'm sure she's going to have a real fun video to share with us all about her birthday and her gifts and her celebration. So I'm really looking forward to that. And she's guarding those adult beverages. She's got a 6-pack of Bud and a 6-pack of Bud Light. And now here's the girl that was laying down on the ground, and she's wearing a t-shirt that I made for her. And she's at the activities table. She has a pack of hot dogs there. I don't really know why, but anyway. So she has some little papers that you can color in with the colored pencils. And she has some pride flag stickers for the guests. I enjoyed putting this table together. There's so much on it. And by the way, if you want to know more about anything that you see, and I actually remember the origin or whatever it is you want to know, drop a comment below and I'll get back to you. Look, we have a little guest in the background walking his dog. Thank God it didn't rain. Oh, it's supposed to rain a little later today. It hasn't yet, and I already got everything back in the house. And then we got this guy in the background working the grill, and boy, he's got a lot of work to do back there. Check out what his setup is all about. Look at my little lobster plates. Aren't these so cute? I found them locally years ago, so I can't even tell you where you can find them now. But this is everything he needs for the barbecue. And this little lobster bake I sell in my Etsy shop. And of course I have one for myself too. And look at all this stuff on the grill that he's cooking. Good job, guy. Good job. Everybody is starving. They can't wait till he gets done cooking. And we have the burger buns here for the burgers that he's making. A lot of stuff. I sure hope you're enjoying this video. He definitely has some setup here by the grill. That grill is so awesome. It's from one of the early Pleasant Company sets, and it came with some other stuff. I can't remember exactly, but it had some plates and some cups, a cake, and silverware and other things. But it's really an awesome set. I did an unboxing of it in one of my unboxing videos. And here we have Grandma with her son. She's fresh back from one of the recent protests and she has not changed her clothes yet. Nope. And then we have my new 132. Sorry if this video is making you dizzy. It's making me dizzy. And she's wearing a shirt that I made for her. And I printed the graphic on my Cricut. She is watching The Child for some reason. I guess I had her leaning up against the crib or playpen or whatever you want to call it just to steady her there. So we needed a doll by the baby. So that's her. Everybody else is hanging out over here by the fire and they're making s'mores or whatever it is they're doing. And look at this doll. I love her. I got two of these dolls and she has prosthetic legs and the other one is the same and they don't have hair so you can put wigs on them. They're amazing. I got to do some research into those dolls and do a whole video about that, but that will come another day. And I've already missed telling you about the dolls that passed the screen. And the redhead Addie mold is my CYO, and I did a video about her. Okay, we're moving on. I guess we're heading back to the picnic. And this looks like it's duplicate footage of the picnic. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I hope you're enjoying it. I think this is the last video, and then I have some still shots to share with you. Just because I know the video is probably making people dizzy. It's making me friggin' dizzy watching it. It's really not that easy to videotape the dolls and trying to get on their level. Here's the still pictures. So anyway, it's everything you've already seen. At least it's not shaking and moving around on you. A couple of things before I end this video. I just wanted to give shout outs to a couple of my friends trying to get their YouTube channels off the ground. And one person I mentioned who made the playpen for my dolls, her name is Wanda, and she has a YouTube channel and it's called Happy Threads Girl. I included a link to her channel down below for you, and guess what? She still has one playpen in her Etsy shop, and here is her Etsy shop name. I included the link to her Etsy shop down below, and this is the playpen that she still has for sale in her Etsy shop. I'd also like to give a shout out to Karen, and she started her YouTube channel. It's called A Doll's Place, and I included a link to it down below, and she could really use some love and building her subscriber base, and she has some really good content out there, so I would encourage you to check it out and show her some love. My last shout out goes to Carol at Carol's Dollhouse. She only has 3 subscribers and she has some really good content. She's focused on the historical dolls and has an amazing collection and a wealth of knowledge. So if you're interested in that type of content, check out her YouTube channel, and I included a link down below that will take you straight on to her channel. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of it. If you have any questions about all the stuff that you saw in the video and you want to know more, leave me a comment about that. Oh, and by the way, I included a link to this video down below as well. I made this video right after I started my YouTube channel, and I was really proud of it. And there's a lot of details in here with the setup that you might enjoy. So if you want to see that video, just click on that link down below as well. And by the way, and I think most of you already know this, I have an Instagram account. It's the same handle that I have here on YouTube, AGTV for Life. And I have an Etsy shop, and this is the name of my Etsy shop, Your Dolly Superstore, all one word. And I also have a website, AGTV, the number 4 Life. And on my website, I have all my printables. So if you're interested in printing any of the items out and using it in your dollhouse or a doll scene, feel free to check that out and see what I have there. And that's it for this video. I hope you're doing well. Take care, everyone. Until next time, be sure to spend some time with your dolls and take care of yourself. Bye.